There is so much to learn in the wonderful field of gastronomy. Firstly, I suppose, that it's not an actual field, though with all the vegetables and livestock and so on, there may be rather a lot of time spent in a field. There you have it. The study of food really does cover so much ground that we only manage to scratch the surface and talk about grass. Let's have some music, shall we?
Questions. No, you can't have an extension. The more you revise, the longer you've been revising. Students are reminded that some grades are personal.
You're listening to Campus Radio, the sound of student life in 2 Point County. I'm Felicity Bellbottoms. Now, everyone has been talking about the campus supermarket and their brand new frozen treats, but we'll be wading through the fudge to look at the story of two students crushed under the weight of free toppings. Stick around.
Plagiarism is not a belief system. Now taking students for gastronomy. Students should check in before trying to learn. is not written in stone. Still, we're not changing it. Frequently asked questions. Yes, we are testing you. We're sorry for the litter that you... Oh, sorry, that's mine.
There's growing concern about the flowers on campus this autumn. Where have they gone? Why aren't they here anymore? Didn't there used to be flowers over there? These are just some of the many questions posed by concerned, botanically inclined students. Pinned for comment, the lead groundskeeper referenced the seasons.
Students are reminded that there's no such thing as free time. Students are reminded that I'm not your mum. Skills are non-transferable.
It's time for the story of two students who are finding news of the campus supermarket's new ice creams difficult to swallow.
That's right. Ben and Sarah used to go out to the green, their hearts full of gumption, their cool box full of lollies. But it's not been the same since Campus Supermarket opened its Sunday bar and shaved ice station. They were just a couple of students looking to make some honest money in the harsh summer heat. But business has cooled off lately. As for the lollies, well, they're melting now. Spare a thought for them the next time you're enjoying a fudge sundae buy one get one free all day Wednesday at the Campus Supermarket. Fliss, back to you.
No unauthorised talking on campus. Thank you. Doctor, return to the hospital. Thank you. Staff are reminded to be inspirational. If it's not on your CV, it didn't happen. Not to me.
New from Smell My Cash. Being a student is hard enough. The least we could do is give you loads of money. Smell my cash for students. Sure, you have to pay it back, but that's future use problem.
Unattended sandwiches will be eaten by me. If you don't know where your class is it really worth going?
That's all from us here at Campus Radio. Just a reminder that if you have any interest in getting involved with the station, please do reach out. There really is a lot of airtime to fill, and try as we might, we just can't fill it all. We're open to news reports, reviews, and opinion pieces. Really just anything that will take up some dead air. Good night.
Tuition fees may be spent on administrative bonuses. Security breach. Please change your passwords. Sorry. Students are reminded that this is the fun part. The administrator is reminded to stay hydrated. No, your chicken should not be pink. Staff are reminded to care about students. Ask questions. Your food is cold because the oven wasn't on.
Sir Nigel Bickleworth on 2 Point Radio. Hello, hello. Today we're discussing, for the very first time, ironically, sequels. Yes, that's right, when the wicked and wretched behind something decide that it's a good idea to bless us all once again with the second pressing of their already tenuous idea.
Students are reminded to set reminders. Students are reminded to have the time of their lives.
Sequelization, or the art of doing something again, is derived from the Greek word sequalid, meaning lazy, repetitive, or in some way redundant. It would seem that the ancients are trying to tell you something. Ambitionless auteurs of our times.
Frequently asked questions. No, I will not be your friend. It's almost the end of the academic year, in case you hadn't noticed. Tuition fees are expensive, and education is priceless. End-of-year results are now available. No unauthorized panicking. Enjoy your summer. I know I will. Summer break would be a convenient time for construction. students are reminded to find themselves.
Sequelization, or the art of doing something again. Wait, no, we've covered that already. See what I did there? I almost repeated myself and then decided not to. It is possible. Up next, something fresh.
Maintenance announcement. Plants need water, remember? Education is non-refundable. The academic year is starting. I hope you have a pencil.
What am I going to do with my life? I just don't know.
Orb.
Huh? What?
Come to an Orb Foundation Learning Center and replace your mind with the power of the Orb.
Oh, amazing. I'll do that then. Thanks.
You students should make a good first impression. No pressure. There's a fly in here. Students are asked not to ask questions. Students are reminded that you came here on purpose.
Repetition seems to me to be at the heart of all of our cultural and social failings. Oh, what comfort you all seem to take in your cookie-cutter days. Another weekend, another roach burger, another glorified re-release at the picture theatre. Come on, people, come out there and live! Join me tomorrow on 2 Point Radio, where I'll be talking about my collection of ceramic vils.
Students are reminded to be in 2 places at once. Staff are reminded that dogs don't eat homework. This is a test announcement, not a real announcement.
Many of you are getting in touch about one particular sequel. Yes, the follow-up to Mr. Cushion's positively poisonous production, Perilous Spandex. The only thing hazardous about that particular picture is watching it. The sequel, entitled Perilous Spandex 2, The Handles of Love, received the coveted Piece of Garbage Award. A little award that I bestow to highlight, as a public service announcement really, those films most bereft of value in our county's rich tradition of abominable filmmaking.
Frequently asked questions. No, I've not seen your frog. University gives you a bright future and clouds it with debt. Hard work may or may not pay off. Visitors should be checked in and then removed immediately.
This has been exhausting. We shan't be doing it again, because unlike all you reproduction-peddling, washed-up, rehashed monkeys, we, at 2 Point Radio, know when to stop.
Hitting the box doesn't mean what you think it means. Stupid questions will make you look stupid.
And that's the show. Of course, this has all been delivered to you with one rather heavy caveat. If I were ever to be involved in a second rendition of anything, I can be certain in telling you that it would be for good reason, and, if anything, would surely be a bigger, better, pickle-worthier version of what had come before it. How was that? All right?
Janitor required in lecture theatre. Distracted students should pretend that they're listening. Visitors should be checked in and then removed immediately. Skills are non-transferable. years, the longer you've been revising. If you don't know where your class is it really worth going? Doctor, return to the hospital. Thank you.
Harrison Wolf on 2 Point Radio. Congratulations, you found me. It's the Wolfman, Harrison Wolf, bringing you the truth from an undisclosed location here on 2 Point Radio. Let's start thinking some radical thoughts while you listen to a piece of pre-digested popular music. All right? All right.
Staff are reminded that dogs don't eat homework. Talking on campus. Thank you. inspirational.
Let's talk about the news. The news is like tea leaves or constellations, or when you find a singular glove on a fence post in the park. You can't look at it straight on. You gotta read between the lines. So when I say people in hog sport can expect some minor flooding over the next week, what am I really saying? Think about it.
Distracted students should pretend that they're listening. It's almost the end of the academic year, in case you hadn't noticed. Students are asked not to ask questions. End of year results published. Now. Enjoy your summer. I know I will. The summer is a good time to relax and prepare for next year.
I see Jumbo McNally is sticking with the hard sell on the humbly named Jumbo University. If I was looking for an education, it sure wouldn't be from that guy that sells the nuts. That information, unlike Jumbo University, was totally free. You're welcome, listeners.
The administrator is reminded to stay hydrated. We're sorry for the litter that you... Oh, sorry, that's mine.
New to the Crumley student range, instant casserole. You want a warming meal, but you've not got all day.
Come on!
With Crumley's new instant casserole range, you just add water, and you've got something a lot like casserole. Just like Mama used to make.
Students are reminded that you came here on purpose. This is a test announcement, not a real announcement. Plagiarism is not a belief system. Welcome, new students. We're more afraid of you than you are of us. The timetable has now been published. Schedule your lives accordingly.
We're back, but I was never really gone. What do you think I do while you're all listening to music? You probably think I eat a biscuit or go for a little walk, and sure, sometimes I do that, but in a different sense. Nothing could be further from the truth. Here's some more music while I do something totally unexpected.
The campus is expanding, even more than usual. security breach. Please change your passwords. Sorry.
I've been playing some new video games recently, and man, has it been a while. The last time I played video games, you were a tiny hexagon, and you had to chase a squirrel to the top of the castle, or something like that. Anyway, I tried that new Meat Wizard game everyone's going on about, and boy, what a ride. Who knew that being a spell-casting, salami-wielding sorcerer would be so much fun? When you say it out loud, it sounds obvious.
University gives you a bright future and clouds it with debt. Frequently asked questions. Yes, we are testing you. If it's not on your CV, it didn't happen. Not to me.
Why is robotics such a popular career path for kids these days? I tell you, I'm seriously concerned that we're losing our perfectly understandable fear of the machines. I mean, don't you see what's happening? When you build a robot, you're working for the robots. We gotta make a stand. Join me in flushing my doorbell down the toilet. United we stand, together we flush.
Students are reminded that some grades are personal. Students are reminded to find themselves. Students are reminded that there's no such thing as free time.
We're just finishing up for today. I hope it was everything you dreamed it would be. Think about it next time you're sleeping and all the false realities drop away around you, leaving you playing chess with a sassy hat stand, finally feeling the real unfiltered truth. See you around.
Students are reminded to have the time of their lives. Unattended sandwiches will be eaten by me. Announcement. Hitting the books doesn't mean what you think it means. famous announcement. Plants need water, remember? Staff are reminded to care about students. Frequently asked questions. Your food is cold because the oven wasn't on.
Sir Nigel Bickleworth on 2 Point Radio. I hear that another university has opened its doors to the aspiring bookworms and lab rats of 2 Point County. Listeners may remember that I don't like new universities because they're not old and therefore not any good. If they were, they'd have opened a long time ago. That's called logic, students, though I don't suppose you'd know.
Janitor required in bathroom. Asked questions. No, I will not be your friend. frogs. No, I've not seen your frog.
Welcome back. I can't say that I understand our county's recent fascination with opening pop-up universities on a weekly basis, but it seems appropriate to commemorate the opening of yet another fun-time house of real good learning. I thought we'd talk about the past, memories and nostalgia. The feelings that things used to be, in some incalculable and all-encompassing sense, better. But why do we feel that way? Are we wearing rose-tinted glasses? Perhaps. Did everything used to be better? Probably.
Warning, stupid questions will make you look stupid. Tuition fees may be spent on administrative bonuses. Education is non-refundable.
I used to love taking the train, the steam, the crisp sandwiches, watching people's luggage fall. Ah, those were the days. Sadly, I now find the experience of using our county's rail services is missing one rather vital component. I find that everyone seems all too engrossed by their mobile phones. Now, I have no interest in talking to anyone, but what I did like was ignoring people. It's just no fun if they do it for you.
Hard work may or may not pay off. We're approaching the end of the academic year. Try not to worry. Frequently asked questions. No, you can't have an extension. Summer break would be a convenient time for construction. The yearly results are in. Wow, didn't we do well? The academic year is over. Students must vacate the campus. Announcement. The timetable is now live. You students should make a good first impression. No pressure.
New to the Crumley student range. Fish in a box. We at Crumley have been serving fish to 2 Point County for over 10 years. It's a proud tradition, and now it's a tradition in a box. Easy to cook. Tasty to eat. You're not sure what it is, but it's definitely in a box. Just like Mama used to make.
Students are reminded to be in 2 places at once. Tuition fees are expensive, and education is priceless. frequently asked questions. No, your chicken should not be pink.
I was recently stolen back to the days of my youth. Yes, after inadvertently trapping myself in the airing cupboard, what did I come across but my old wooden tennis clogs? It had been too long since I thought about my days on the university tennis team. It was said that the mere sound of our carved shoes were enough to cause eruptions of rosy cheeks and giggling on campus, although some believed that it had something to do with our shorts.
There's a fly in here. Students are reminded to set reminders. Students are reminded that this is the fun part. Students are reminded that some grades are personal.
Whatever happened to wooden tennis shoes anyway? The visual spectacle of tennis used to be accompanied by a positive symphony, a sound like a company of coconuts dancing on a ballroom floor. Only wooden tennis clogs can produce such an enchanting auditory experience. But what do they wear now? Ghastly, squeaky things. And for what? Added grip? Light weight? It's practically cheating.
Hard work may or may not pay off. Students are reminded that I'm not your mum. If it's not on your CV, it didn't happen. Not to me.
The rise of the synthetic shoe is not confined to the tennis court, sadly. I'm sure many long-time listeners know that I visit Confetto's Cobblers once a year and treat myself to a pair of brogues, or loafers if I'm feeling scandalous. On my most recent visit, however, I was horrified to find that my dear cobbler had been replaced with an establishment by the name of the Shoe Zoo. But can one truly describe their collection of footwear as a menagerie without possessing a single pair of brogues? I think not.
Students are reminded that you came here on purpose. Doctor, return to the hospital. Thank you. There's a fly in here.
Remember the start of the show? Remember when we were going to talk about nostalgia? Oh, what a paradise it seems. And yet, here we stand, talking about training shoes. Another vision gone awry over the savage passing of time. How fitting. How dreadfully sad. Things used to be better, dear listeners. How can you know for sure? Well, my show is over. They can't be getting better, can they?
Students are reminded to find themselves. Students are reminded to be in 2 places at once. Maintenance announcement. Plants need water, remember? Security breach. Please change your passwords. Sorry. Warning, stupid questions will make you look stupid. If you don't know where your class is it really worth going?
Hello, you're sorry. You're listening to Campus Radio. I'm Maggie Watmore, and I didn't realise I was hosting today's show until 5 minutes ago. It's okay. I'm sure we'll be fine. I haven't done a show without my notes before, but that doesn't bother me at all.
Tuition fees are expensive, and education is priceless. Hitting the box doesn't mean what you think it means. This is a test announcement, not a real announcement. It's almost the end of the academic year, in case you hadn't noticed.
This next story is about a shed, apparently. That's all I've got. Here to tell us more is Hugh.
That's right, the groundskeeper's shed appears to have moved some 2 to 3 meters overnight. Of course, as an inanimate object, the sudden move has come as somewhat of a shock. One member of the custodial staff described the event as probably the strangest thing to happen in the greater Flemington area. Leading theories range from haunted wood to tectonic shifting, but one fraternity is claiming responsibility for the anomaly. Their spokesperson saying, "We just moved it. It wasn't that heavy. We can move it back if you like." Maggie, back to you.
The summer is a good time to relax and prepare for next year. The end of year results have been released. Luck won't help you now. The academic year is over. Students must vacate the campus. Visitors should be checked in and then moved immediately. Welcome to the start of a new year. I'll be your host. Hello. New students should make a good first impression. No pressure. hear this, please drink some water. Thank you.
Should you study with a friend, or should you ignore them at all costs? We've all asked that question. Here's Wanda with the answer. Last week, I advised you to try studying in pairs, and it seemed like a good idea. Turn time with a book into time with a friend. A no-brainer, right? Wrong, I'm afraid. My roommate made up a mnemonic device for something on my course, but it was so effective that I can't remember what it stands for. All I have left is decorate my salamanders nightly. And what's that? Sorry, Jessie. Back to studying alone. Shame.
Frequently asked questions. No, I've not seen your frog. Plagiarism is not a belief system. Staff are reminded to care about students.
Hey, guys, hear me out. What if we went back to school?
It started as a class reunion and ended with them back in class.
That's crazy! Hey, I'm climbing on a statue. Whoa. Everybody, get in the shed! I can't revise anymore. My knees hurt.
Roderick Cushion is varsity freshman in Immature Students.
Frequently asked questions. No, I will not be your friend. non-refundable. Staff are reminded to be inspirational.
That's it from us at Campus Radio. Though my day isn't entirely over. I'm heading to the library to finish and start an essay, and I may be there all night. But I'll be back tomorrow morning for another show. Hopefully I don't fall asleep in the archive section again. Wish me luck.
The more you revise, the longer you've been revising. Students are reminded that there's no such thing as free time. Staff are reminded that dogs don't eat homework. asked questions. No, your chicken should not be pink. We're sorry for the litter that you... Oh, sorry, that's mine. No unauthorized talking on campus. Thank you.
It's the Harrison Wolf Show, baby. All right. Hey, this is Harrison Wolf, and thanks for stopping by. Today, we're going to be talking about a subject that's near and dear to my heart. The one thing you need when things are getting hairy. You hear something funny outside, or you're just hiding from the milkman. That's right. Today, we're talking panic rooms.
Frequently asked questions. No, you can't have an extension. Students are reminded to set reminders. students are reminded to have the time of their lives.
Every good panic room starts with its supplies. Now some things are a must. Your crackers, your flashlight, your bottles of water, sure. But don't be afraid to show some personality. I, for one, keep a bowling ball in my panic room. I find it's the perfect place to practice.
Frequently asked questions. Yes, we are testing you. Tuition fees may be spent on administrative bonuses. Skills are not transferable.
Now, when it comes to surveillance, I'm strictly an anti-camera kind of guy. My philosophy is, I can't see you, you can't see me. So I like to keep things as low-tech as possible. I'd recommend strategically placed strings attached to some bells. You hear a ring, and you got yourself a visitor. Of course, sometimes it's the doorbell, and you really do have a visitor. If you want to get real crafty, just leave a load of rakes in your yard. No one suspects a rake in the yard, but you'll hear the sucker when he steps on one and takes a handle to the chops. Ouch.
Frequently asked questions. Your food is cold because the oven wasn't on. unattended sandwiches will be eaten by me.
Waiter! Waiter! Oh, the service here is terrible. You could go out. Or you could stay in. With a bowl of hog logs. You've tried fine dining, but this is swine dining. Only hog log cereal combines 4 times of wheat with a salty crunch of crispy pork skin.
It's almost the end of the academic year, in case you hadn't noticed. The academic year is over. Students must vacate the campus. Summer break would be a convenient time for construction. The yearly results are in. Wow, didn't we do well? Students are asked not to ask questions.
Here's a question from Gyro in Duckworth. What are some of your favorite panic room pastimes? Thanks for the question, Gyro. I find that you can have a lot of fun with a little bouncy ball. In fact, one time I was bouncing, lost track of time, and it turned out that I'd been doing it for 16 hours. I went cold turkey after that, meaning I was hungry, and took a turkey sandwich out the freezer. Turkey.
Janitor to maintain lectern. Thank you. Now taking students for funny business. The timetable is not written in stone. Still, we're not changing it. Students should check in before trying to learn. University gives you a bright future and clouds it with debt. The administrator is reminded to stay hydrated.
Here's one for the more advanced panickers amongst you. It's important to be one step ahead. What do I mean by that? Well, you could do a number of things. You could have a trapdoor for sneaky getaway. You could install your panic room in a hall of mirrors. Or you could hang a sign on the door that says, "Out for lunch." They won't know what's hit them.
Students are reminded that this is the fun part. Unattended sandwiches will be eaten by me. students are reminded that some grades are personal.
Let's take one more question before we wrap up here. Here's a good one. What type of wood would you recommend for the furniture in your panic room? Well, you can't go wrong with oak. That baby's a classic for a reason. Me, personally, I like maple. It's heavy, and I like the added water resistance. Plus, it's fun to say. Maple.
Frequently asked questions. Your food is cold because the oven wasn't on. Hard work may or may not pay off. Distracted students should pretend that they're listening.
Before you all head off to build your brand new panic rooms, don't forget to take a radio so Harrison can come along for the ride. Now, I know what you're thinking, but Harrison, can't they track me with the frequencies? And the answer is probably yes, but the Harrison Wolf Show is worth the risk. Happy hiding, listeners.
Frequently asked questions. No, you can't have an extension. transferable. Students are reminded that there's no such thing as free time. Staff are reminded to care about students. Tuition fees may be spent on administrative bonuses.
You're listening to Ricky Hawthorne on 2 Point Radio. Good day, I'm Ricky Hawthorne, and welcome to the show. On my drive in this morning, I was speedily overtaken by a car full of whippersnappers, pipsqueaks, and good-for-somethings. I couldn't tell what they were chanting, but it certainly did look like fun. So today, only partly because I've got nothing else planned, I thought I'd pay tribute to those young people by telling you a few stories from my glory days.
Staff are reminded that dogs don't eat homework. brought in and then removed immediately. Students are reminded that you came here on purpose.
For those of you who don't know how I spent my formative years, I was born, bred and buttered right here in 2 Point County before attending what was then called 2 Point University. I think it's still called that now, but it was then.